Hi guys, it's me Chloe and I'm back with another video. In today's video I'm going to be giving advice, tips on what to say to someone who either you may know who may be suicidal. So before getting into the video, I just want to say that I'm not a professional, so please don't take my advice seriously, and if you are generally really concerned about the person in question, there are plenty of text and chat lines and places to go like Samaritans, Childline. You'll just generally reach out to them. Like, you are not alone, and if you are worried, there I think there is a place where you can say, where you could contact someone saying you are worried about a friend, and give them and leave maybe the contacts, your friend's contact number or email or something, and they could talk. And obviously there's a text line for some people who don't like calling like me. It can really help. But anyways, let's get into the video. So first off, I'm going to say I've got 10 things of what to say or what to do. So first off is to find out if they've got a plan to go through with their thoughts and go with what they're thinking, and 2, be prepared to listen to what they've got to say and how they feel, even if it is upsetting and could be really upsetting to you. Be prepared to listen and be able to take it really. And then 3, another thing, a good thing to say is I'm here to listen. Like, you can tell me anything. I say this a lot to a lot of my friends about, not just about if they are feeling this way or just about anything. Like, I always like to reassure them that they can trust me and come to me about anything. So that's another good thing you can say to a friend, family, significant other, etc. Number 4, you can say we can find a way to get through this, because you can. Even though the person in question may not feel like they can, you can. 5, remind them that they're not alone, and lots of people feel like this, and that you're glad that they told you, and you're glad that they spoke up and chose to tell you and spoke up about their feelings to you. 6, use non-verbal cues. So make eye contact, have hand on hand, nodding whilst they're talking to show you're listening and understand what they're saying. It's not all have to be not verbal cues. 7, ask how they are twice. So it's like a check back. I do this. I try to do this because everyone is so quick to just say I'm fine or I'm okay straight away. But by asking again, it gives them the chance to be like, oh, they're asking again. They must be worried. And then it gives them the chance to open up more, because it shows that you generally do care, and you're like, oh, they're asking again, they must think something's up. Maybe I'm going to open up to them. 8, remind them of their strengths. I do this a lot, and it is a great thing. 9, encourage them to join a support group. I do try and recommend, obviously, helpline support groups and all forms of help. I do try and point anyone who's in need to them sort of stuff. Yes, I know not everything works for everyone, so it's just finding the right thing that works for you. And 10, last but not least, before scrolling down to the tips, give them space. Which is, I don't really need to explain really. Give them space, don't bombard them with questions and stuff. Just give them space, but then not too much space for them to think that you don't care. And now, the tips. Be available. So be available for them to talk. So don't it's not really a good idea if you're constantly busy. So try and be as available as possible. 2, offer help / support. 3, talk to someone yourself. This is important, because when someone opens up to you about your mental health that you care about, it will have somewhat of an influence on your mental health. So it's okay to talk to someone else about it and say that you're worried about that someone and it's affecting you. That's totally okay and nothing to be ashamed of. 4, if you're not aware of like the issue of like suicidalness, become aware. Do your research, just become aware of it. 5, set boundaries. Again, setting boundaries can help prevent you from triggering yourself or getting your mental health. That's to set boundaries, or of time of when you, or things not to like go into too much detail or trigger someone, and just certain boundaries of things to be said, not to said, etc. 6, seek help immediately, no matter what way or form. Try to do that immediately. 7, offer ways of support. And 8, last but not least, be a good listener. Let them have a cry on your shoulder, if not physically, if it's a FaceTime, on the call, just let them rant away and just listen. Like, I do this a lot of the time to a lot of my friends, and I really don't mind. I really do not mind listening to it. Even if it's the same repetitive thing that they're overthinking about, or it's got to them again, I would rather them keep speaking about it and how they're feeling than bottle it up and keep bottling it up and get certain feelings and want to do certain feelings, act on certain feelings and behaviours because they're not talking about it, because they feel like they can't, or they'll feel like they're a burden or annoying someone. As I said, please speak up. It's nothing to be ashamed of. Mental health is still got a huge stigma around it, and just everyone in general, especially men's mental health. Men's mental health is a major problem at the minute. The rates for men's mental health and suicidal rates for men are on the high, and just like young men and young people in general, like teens, young adults, are the most common group that are affected. And it just needs to be, people just need to watch this video and be more aware and be more helpful and be more kind, and that's all I can really say. Be more kind, be more aware. So yeah, that's all I can say for this video. I've been Chloe. Bye.